Yo, what's poppin', MVP gang? It's your boy, Pravi MVP, back with another certified banger. And I know I've been gone for a little bit, but now that I got the setup up and running, trust me, all the content is coming. I appreciate everybody who helped me hit over 1K subscribers. MVP gang, we strong. Today's we touching on a topic that needs more videos in circulation on YouTube. Ball movement and passing IQ. It's underrated in NBA 2K25, yet it's one of the most important skill sets in the game. You know your boy about to cook like a hibachi grill on Saturday night. So fire out that like button and help keep real talk in the algorithm. Become a channel member today and help the channel grow. Also, featuring new live gameplay from the proving grounds, practicing what I preach. I have a 2 game loud pack. Game 1, you'll see me on a new build that I haven't even posted yet, showing scoring and passing. Game 2, I'll dominate the game with just passing alone without even taking a shot. Utilizing my 2-way versatile sniper tank, the build is on the channel. It was the first build that I dropped of the new year. But look, I got a new two new builds coming to the channel that have not been posted. So be on the lookout for those. Them videos gonna be coming up next. But this video I've been trying to get to y'all. Many dudes in NBA 2K play an arcade style ball instead of utilizing proper ball movement. They spam dribble moves looking for clips instead of simply beating their man, creating an advantage, then capitalizing or passing the advantage, which is the easiest way to win due to the defenses rotating to stop it. That's the key to winning in this year's version of 2K. The game rewards crisp, on time passing to the open man. The coding in the game favors ball movement. When the ball touches multiple hands, the offense flows better. I tried going back to center, but after playing PG for about 2 months now, I just can't. When I play center, I see the loss of that mindset of finding the best shot available because these random PGs want to dominate the ball, looking for their own points while missing cuts, easy reads, open shooters, sitting in the corner or on the wing with their hands up. What dudes don't understand is ball movement creates efficiency. The defense also nosedives when the offense is unpredictable. I'm an excellent point of attack defender, good at diagnosing where the ball is going or what the offense is trying to do. Let's take a deeper dive into ball movement. As a guard, you can completely dominate the game without taking a single shot, just through good creation and control of the offense. In the footage, you'll see how my anticipation, decisiveness, quick reads, and the pressure I put on defense constantly create open looks for my teammates. I'm a willing passer, but at the same time, I'll drop 30 on you without barely missing if you do not guard me correctly. Or if you make it your priority just to stop me, I'll beat you with just passing. But keep in mind, if you're going to be a pass first type player, you must be a key contributor on defense, which also creates more opportunities for your team. I see a lot of dudes that try to be pass first, but then don't have no defense. No, you have to, if you're not really scoring, your man can't be scoring either. That is why the two-way versatile, two-way sniper tank, the build is on my channel, is so good because you do not have to score the ball to still be the player of the game because of your defense that you applying on the other guard and constantly getting out on the break creating for your team. Anticipation. What separates a real PG from a dude just playing the position? Anticipation is one of the main things that these PGs are lacking. You have to see the play before it even happens. Having that feel for the game that it just truly marks a real PG versus someone who just playing the position. Anticipation creates consistent buckets from cuts, especially when you playing with randoms. You have to constantly anticipate because randoms have sporadic movement. To a non-PG mind, it seems unpredictable. But for those of us who understand spacing and flow, we can feel where everyone is and utilize them correctly. Your teammates will appreciate your anticipation because they will love getting hit in stride. So many times I've seen dudes get surprised they even got the ball because they so used to getting it late. That's just sad, bro. When dudes are saying thank you, bro, just because they are getting the ball on time. NBA stars who have mastered anticipation. Current example, Chris Paul. I know he ain't what he used to be, but this is how a small guard like Chris Paul actually thrived in the league. Chris Paul is one of the best examples of a modern PG who excels at anticipation. His ability to read the game, control tempo, and make the right pass before the defense even reacts sets him apart. Paul himself emphasized the importance of seeing plays before they develop. Quote, you got to know what's going to happen before it happens. That's what separates the good ones from the great ones. Chris Paul. His anticipation allows him to constantly hit cutters, set up shooters, and control the flow of the offense. He been that way since Wake Forest in college. Then he came to Charlotte. Then he had Lob City going to LA, the Clippers, and now and every team he went to, from the Thunder to the Spurs to the Houston Rockets, he kept that same energy, always adding to the team by using his anticipation. That's why every team he joins improves. He makes teammates better by seeing the game ahead of everyone else. Past NBA example, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson was the ultimate visionary PG who saw plays 2 or 3 steps ahead. His ability to anticipate where his teammates would be and deliver pinpoint passes made the Showtime Lakers unstoppable. Magic once described his mindset on anticipation like this. Quote, when I get the ball, I always think, who has the best shot? Where will my teammates be a second from now? That's the key. Knowing before they do. Magic Johnson. His ability made him one of the greatest passers in NBA history and one of the most beloved teammates. Constantly hitting teammates in stride, creating easy buckets, making everyone around him better and the game more simple for everyone around him. What we can learn from both of them. Both Chris Paul and Magic Johnson didn't just rely on athleticism or scoring ability. They used anticipation to break down defenses to keep teams efficient and elevate everyone around them. If you want to separate yourself in NBA 2K, you can't just rely on dribble moves or ISO plays. You have to anticipate, read the floor, and make the right passes before the defense can even react, which leads into my next point, decisiveness, a key trait in elite PGs. Hesitation on the court equals turnovers and missed opportunities. The only thing these bum PGs are decisive with is shooting and never passing. That slight pause before passing slams the door shut on the scoring opportunity their teammates had. Yes, turnovers happen when being decisive, but not as frequently as when you hesitate. Hesitation gives the defense time to read your play, while being decisive forces them to react. A high IQ, decisive PG easily racks up assists and dominates in transition. On fast break, a decisive PG ensures 9 times out of 10 the possession ends in points. Nothing in 2K25 is 100%, but the advantage is clear. In clutch situations, a decisive PG has the edge. The moment isn't too big for them. This defensive pressure doesn't shake them because they make their decision and live with it. Meanwhile, these bum PGs panic when a game is close, but love stat pattern against weak opponents. If you seen my live from yesterday, when I was on my new Snag Mahomes 2.0 build, you would see in the last game of that stream of 5v5, well, I went 3-5, but I had to have a PG quit in one of the games. I had the PG sell the game in the last game where we had the opportunity to win with the ball in our hands with 16 seconds left. And I was like, see, these are the moments where I wish I was playing point guard because I am never afraid of the moment. If I have 16 seconds in the ball and all we need to do is make one shot to have a lead, that's where I shine. I'm going to either create the opportunity for somebody else or I'm going to get it myself. NBA stars who've mastered decisiveness. Current example, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is one of the most decisive point guards in the NBA today. I know he ain't what he used to be, but Dame time is still Dame time. His ability to read the defense and instantly make quick decisions, whether it's shooting, passing, or attacking the rim, makes him elite. Lillard thrives in clutch situations, never hesitating when the game is on the line. His famous Dame time mentality is all about being confident in his decision making. Quote, if I take a shot, I take it with confidence. If I make a pass, I trust my teammate. The worst thing you can do is hesitate. Damian Lillard. His decisiveness has led to some of the most iconic clutch shots in NBA history, proving that the best PGs don't second guess themselves. They trust their instincts and execute with conviction. Past example, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas, the legendary Detroit Pistons PG, is the complete just picture of decisiveness on the court. Whether it's pushing the pace in transition, threading the pass through traffic, or attacking the defense with a fearless drive, Thomas never hesitated. He once explained the importance of decisiveness. Quote, in the NBA, the game moves fast. If you hesitate, the defense wins. You have to know what you're going to do before you do it. Isaiah Thomas. Thomas' quick decision making was a key factor in the Pistons' back to back championships. His ability to control the game, make the right play, and attack with confidence is why he is still considered one of the greatest PGs of all time. All you small guards, that is one of the first small guards who actually showed you can win a championship with a small guard leading the way. So if you need to see an example of how to be a floor general, you need to look at some Isaiah Thomas highlights. Just look at some footage, man. Some dudes you could tell they don't know nothing about the game playing PG. They're not students of the game. They don't really play. All they play is 2K. They don't know nothing about real basketball, and it just shows what we can learn from them. Both Damian Lillard and Isaiah Thomas understood that indecision leads to failure. The best PGs don't just react; they dictate the game's pace and force the defense to adjust and make split second choices that lead to success. In NBA 2K, if you want to separate yourself from average PGs, you must be decisive. Hesitation allows defense to recover. Quick reads and execution put pressure on them. Whether you're scoring, passing, or attacking the rim, make your decision and commit to it. Applying pressure isn't just about scoring. Random PGs, please understand this. Because these random PGs think that applying pressure means scoring, but it's really about forcing the defense to react in ways that create easy opportunities for your team. A true PG doesn't just hunt for their own buckets, they manipulate the defense to generate high quality looks for the entire squad. For example, getting your feet inside the paint forces defenders to react, which naturally creates open looks for your teammates. Whether it's a kick out to an open shooter, a dump off pass to a big, or even forcing a defensive switch that creates a mismatch elsewhere on the floor. Driving to the basket and sealing off your defender with your body puts the defense in a tough spot. Now they have to choose: commit to stopping you and leave someone open, or play soft and let you finish inside. Either way, you've created an advantage that needs to be exploited. Probing the defense with a controlled dribble penetration instead of mindless ISO moves shifts defenders and opens up passing lanes that weren't there before. The key is knowing when to attack, when to reset, when to capitalize on the opening. If you watch the gameplay in the background, you will see exactly what I mean. I'm not just looking for my own shot. I'm controlling the defense, putting them in uncomfortable positions, making them react to me. That's what applying pressure truly means. NBA stars who've mastered applying pressure without just scoring. Current example: Luka the Doncic. Luka Doncic is the perfect example of a modern PG who applies pressure in multiple ways without just relying on just scoring. If you watched the game from last night, you would have seen exactly what I'm talking about. Luka didn't have his best scoring night. He didn't have his best shooting efficiency, but he dominated that game with making plays for the rest of his team because they kept double teaming, triple teaming, sending traps, all of this. And he was just picking them apart with crazy pinpoint passes. Luka made some of the most flashy passes just look simple. He consistently probes the defense using his strength, footwork, ball handling to get inside the paint, forcing the defense to collapse. His pace and ability to manipulate defenders create wide open shots for his teammates. Whether it's a skip pass across the floor to a shooter in the corner, a lob to a big, or a perfectly timed bounce pass to a cutter. He's not the fastest player, but his ability to control tempo and anticipate defensive rotations make him elite. Luka has spoken about this ability, saying, quote, the game is about reading the defense. If I can get inside the paint, I know somebody is open. It's about making the right read. Luka's ability to control the game and manipulate defenders is what makes him such a dominant playmaker. He forces the defense into mistakes and punishes them, not just with scoring, by setting up his teammates with high percentage looks. And that's why the Lakers' ceiling has went to new heights. We have still not seen Luka at 100%. I'm telling you, he's only operating right now at around 60, 70% because he still hasn't shooken off being out of the game he missed 22 games. This is the longest stretch without basketball Doncic has went. His touch that's in the paint has not yet came back. His three-point shot is not all the way there, but the one thing he is still dominating with is his ability to just flat out control the game. His manipulation, his passing, the vision, the IQ, that doesn't go anywhere. That's why even when I'm having games where I'm not dominating scoring as a guard, because I have the mind of a PG, the mind of a PG always keeps me within games. Luka's ability to control, I'm telling you, mixed with LeBron, the Lakers about to get another championship. Past NBA example, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd was one of the best PGs at applying pressure without needing to score. He constantly attacked gaps in the defense, forcing rotations that led to easy assists. He used his body to shield defenders, opening up angles for passes that most PGs wouldn't even see. His transition play was elite. He would push the tempo, read defense, and either finish or make the perfect dish before the defense could react. Kidd once described his mindset, quote, I didn't need to score to dominate the game. My job was to make sure my team got the best shots possible. And that starts with putting the defense in tough spots. And that's what I do that a lot. If you can get past your man and your man is behind you, most randoms on this game is going to react. You've done your job as a PG. You don't need to dribble a whole bunch of times. If you're running up the court and the defense react and they come off the hash, you don't even got to keep going. Just pass the ball to the man who wide open. If you see people cutting while you coming up the court and there's nobody there playing in the lanes, pass the ball. It's all about just seeing the advantage and capitalizing. This is exactly what separates elite PGs from ball chuckers. Kidd could control the game without taking a single shot because his presence alone forced the defense to react around him, not the other way around. Understanding defensive rotations and exploiting them. A lot of PGs in NBA 2K don't understand how defense works. They see an open man and think that's their only read. Elite PGs read the entire defense, not just one matchup. They're looking at whether the dudes are in the lanes. They're looking at how the people are positioned across the board like chess pieces. When you put pressure on the defense, you're not just going up against your individual defender. One more time. You're not just going up against your individual defender. You're forcing the entire defense to rotate. The moment a defender overhelps, close out late, or gets caught in no man's land, you capitalize. A collapsing defense equals easy kick out to shooters. A slow rotation equals a wide open lane for a cutter. A scrambling defense equals a transition bucket waiting to happen. Most these bum PGs don't even recognize defensive movement. They either force a bad shot or take too long to make a decision, which allows the defense to reset. That's why so many struggle with efficiency. They're reacting instead of dictating. Why ball movement elevates this play style? Moving the ball makes the game enjoyable, not just for yourself, but for your teammates. When you have a squad that understands spacing, timing, movement, the game feels so effortless. But yes, you will experience the ugly side of 2K. Those games where random teammates can't finish open shots, don't move without the ball, or force bad decisions. That's why my new build has Legend Dimer, which is coming to the channel soon, and it's a game changer. With Legend Dimer, my passes become even more lethal, giving my teammates the best possible chance to convert off my reads. That slight boost in passing accuracy, speed, and shooting percentage makes all the difference when playing with randoms or even a solid squad. At the end of the day, applying pressure isn't just about putting up 30 plus points. It's about controlling the flow of the game. When you can manipulate the defense, force rotations, and constantly create easy opportunities, you don't have to be a scorer to dominate the game. Patience and ball movement, the simple but yet effective approach. Patience and ball movement is key. Too many PGs in NBA 2K rush their offense, trying to force quick shots or unnecessary dribble moves instead of letting the game come to them. Sometimes the best play is an extra pass, the slight hesitation, or even resetting the offense. Something is as simple as a pump fake can shift the defense out of position, creating open looks. Defenders in 2K are programmed to react to movement, so forcing them into split-second decisions makes it easier to find high-quality shots. I utilize this a lot. It's about making yourself a threat without forcing the issue. When you get the defense to commit to you, it opens up passing lane, mismatches, and easy buckets for your teammates. The power of spacing and gravity. Spacing is everything. When your team moves the ball with patience, it forces defenders to stay engaged with their assignments instead of ball watching or overcommitting to help defense. In the second video, I'm using my 98 3-point rated build, my two-way versatile sniper tank. This build draws what I call Curry gravity because the moment defenders see me as a shooting threat, they overhelp, overcommit, open up easy looks everywhere. A lot of dudes with high three-pointers not using them right. You got to use your gravity to help the rest of your team. They too busy trying to shoot. They don't realize they pulling defenders off of their just by being in the area. They're opening up shots for their teammates. That's what I use with my high 3-point rated builds. I advise all dudes who want to be pass first, put a 99 3-pointer on your build, bro. They're gonna overreact to you. Put a 98, whatever. Just make it high because it's going to constantly pull the defense to you. Patience allows me to manipulate the defense. I wait for them to react before making my move. It's all within the split seconds. If a defender closes out too hard, I drive and collapse the defense. If they sag off, I punish them with the three. If help comes, I kicks out to the open man. And that's the point. I made a versatile build. Yes, I have a 98 3-pointer, but I also got legend strong handle. So guess what that means? You can't when they come up to me, it's easy for me to get by. You have to make your build with the ability to counter. All my builds got a counter. If my offense is completely gone, well, guess what? I'm an elite defender too. That's the point of the two-way versatile sniper tank. This is the difference between high IQ PGs and bum PGs who just spam dribble moves with no purpose. You're playing checkers. I'm playing chess. Situational basketball. Reading the game like a pro. Situational basketball is something so many PGs fail to understand, and that's why they struggle with efficiencies and turnover. Every possession is different. The right play isn't always the flashy one. It's the one that creates the best opportunity for your team. Up by 10 with 2 minutes left, slow the game down. Eat the clock. Get a quality look. Teammate would take over, feed him the ball, let him cook. So many dudes be so selfish. They see a dude getting buckets, getting chicken, eating, and they just They feel like they need to eat too. No, every game ain't about you, which I got a video of that on my channel. Check it out. It's not always about you. Stop trying to force it when it ain't there, bro. If somebody having a great game, let him get 50. Let him get 60. When is we gonna start letting other people shine, bro? Why dudes don't like to see other dudes shine? It's just annoying. If you playing point guard, that's your job. You want a dude to have his high scoring game with you. That's how I think. I want you to have your highest scoring game with me, for you can be like, damn, bro, I like that dude playing PG. Big man has a mismatch in the post. Don't force a three. Get the ball inside and let him go to work. Defense overcommitting on one side. Swing the ball. Force them to shift. Patient doesn't mean playing slow. It means playing smart. The best PGs dictate the tempo of the game, whether it's speeding up in transition or slowing down in a half court set to find the right shot. The problem is most PGs in 2K don't have this awareness. They force bad shots, ignore open teammates, or panic under pressure instead of trusting ball movement and playing with patience. Why this play style wins more games? Patience and ball movement makes the game easy. When you trust the flow of the offense, you don't have to force anything. The defense gives you openings. When the ball moves, the defense works harder. They get tired. They make mistakes. They leave shooters open. When you stay patient, the game slows down. You start seeing plays before they happen. When the team is involved, everyone plays better. A confident squad is a dangerous squad. This is why I win more games than most PGs. I don't play the game, I control it. I read the defense, dictate the pace. I make the right plays at the right time. It's not about the stat line to me. I'm always looking to win the game, and I care more about a high teammate grade than anything else. So when you're wired that way, and that's the mistake most of these PGs make, and they don't care about that stuff. All they trying to do is get 30. Like, they be chasing points so bad, they don't care about the efficiency that's attached to it. At the end of the day, great PGs aren't just skilled, they're smart. If you can master patience and ball movement, you'll start winning more. Your teammates will trust you more. Your overall game will level up. NBA stars who've mastered patience and ball movement. Current example, Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic isn't a PG, but he's one of the best playmakers in the league because of how he patiently moves the ball and manipulates the defense. He doesn't rush plays. He lets the game come to him, and that's why his court vision and passing ability are next level. His reads help defenders before he reads help defenders before they even commit, allowing him to find the open man with pinpoint passes. His pump fakes, ball fakes, slight hesitations keep defenses guessing, creating high percentage shots for his teammates. He understands tempo control, knowing when to push the pace and when to slow it down. Jokic himself has talked about the patience is the key to becoming a great playmaker. Quote, I just take what the defense gives me. If they double me, someone is open. If they don't, I take my shot. It's about making the right play, not the fancy play. And if you see my snag Mahomes 2.0, that's what I'm all about. That's why I'm averaging over 12 assists. If you haven't seen that build, trust me, it's on the channel. Check it out. Snag Mahomes 2.0, best build for rep. Look at that video. That's exactly the mindset you need in NBA 2K. Patience creates the best opportunities, not forcing the first look. Past example, Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan might not have been a flashy passer, but he perfected the art of patience and ball movement. He always made the right pass out of the post, whether it was hitting a cutter or finding an open shooter or kicking the ball out to reset the offense. He never rushed. He waited for the defenses to react, and then he exploited whatever mistake they made. He played unselfishly, knowing that the best shot wasn't always his own, but the one that his teammates could get. Duncan spoke about his patient approach to offense. Basketball isn't about speed, it's about control. If you rush, you make mistakes. If you take your time, you'll see everything. The exact approach that makes great playmakers in 2K. You don't have to be the fastest or most of athletic, just the smartest. Like, just think, bro. Think the game. Stop playing it. Think it. What we can learn from them. Both Jokic and Duncan mastered patience, ball movement, and decision making. That's why they champions. They didn't force plays. They dictated them. They trusted the system instead of playing hero ball. They used spacing, gravity, and timing to create the best shots possible for themselves and their team. If you want to be an elite PG in NBA 2K, you have to play with the same level of patience instead of forcing bad shots or over dribbling. Read the defense. Let the game come to you. Make the right play every time. At the highest level, basketball isn't about highlights, it's about control. Off ball movement as a PG. A PG shouldn't only be effective with the ball in his hand. If you always need the ball to make an impact, you're limiting yourself. But you're not only just limiting yourself, you limited the entire offense. Movement without the ball is just as important as playing with it. Most ball dominant PGs in NBA 2K force their teammates into a standstill offense. They dribble for 15 seconds, wait for a screen, take a contested shot. Meanwhile, their teammates are just watching, getting no real touches, no rhythm, no confidence. Then when they finally get the ball, they struggle to knock down shots because they've been frozen out of the offense the entire game. This is exactly why off-ball movement is essential. When you move without the ball, you can create spacing for defenders. You create spacing. Defenders can't just collapse on one player. Force defenders to communicate. If they switch late, it creates an open shot. You generate easier looks. The most efficient 3-point shots are off the catch, not the dribble. Great PGs understand that scoring off ball makes the game easier. You don't have to force yourself into ISO situations when you can simply relocate and get a defender loss and knock down an easy three. How to master off ball movement as a PG. If you want to become a complete floor general, you must be just as effective with the ball as you are without it. That means relocating after a pass. If you pass the ball and stand still, you're not a threat anymore. Cut to the opposite wing, slide to the corner, or relocate behind the 3-point line and give your teammate an option. Use off-ball screens. Instead of always calling for a screen, learn to use screens off ball, coming off pin downs or flare screens, forces defense to adjust, opening up looks for yourself and your teammates. Cutting with a purpose. A well-timed backdoor cut is one of the easiest buckets in NBA 2K because dudes don't be closing that back door, bro. They be getting backdoored all the time. If defenders are ball watching, you can slip them for easy points. Spacing and gravity awareness. If your big man is posting up, don't just stand there crowding the space. Drag your defender out to the perimeter so the big man has room to work. NBA stars that have mastered ball movement as a PG. Current example, the obvious, Steph Curry. Nobody in today's game moves without the ball better than Steph Curry. His off-ball movement is what makes him one of the hardest players to guard in NBA history. A lot of dudes try to mimic Curry, but they do not realize he is not ball dominant, spamming dribble moves. Curry is moving around, getting off screens, getting off the ball, and creating all kind of stuff for his team. He never stands still. As soon as he passes, he relocates, forces defenders to chase him. He uses off-ball screens perfectly, constantly moving around the arc for open looks. He creates gravity just by moving, which opens the floor up for his teammates to get easy buckets. Curry himself has spoken about the importance of ball movement. Quote, if I just stand still, I'm making it easy on the defense. When I move, I'm making them think, making them work. Eventually, they'll make mistakes. This is exactly why off-ball movement is a cheat code in NBA 2K. If you move smartly after passing the ball, defenders lose track of you, leading to wide open shots, just like Curry does in real life. Pass example, Steve Nash. Steve Nash wasn't just an elite passer. He also knew how to move without the ball and make himself a constant threat. He didn't just hold the ball, dominate possessions. He would pass, cut, and relocate to keep the defense guessing. How would he would run defenders off screens, forcing defensive switches and creating mismatches. He always kept the offense flowing, never allowing the defense to settle. Nash once said, quote, basketball isn't about standing around. The more you move, the harder it is to guard you. What makes When you make yourself available, you open up the game for everyone. And that's why he won back-to-back MVPs and made the 5 seconds or less offense so famous, because everybody was moving and shifting around, led by Nash and his brilliant mind. The key, being unpredictable, always moving, making sure you involved every play, even when you don't have the ball, realizing what your how your defender is trying to defend you and then moving differently. What we can learn from them. Both Curry and Nash understood that PGs don't have to dominate the ball to control the game. Moving the ball keeps the defense honest. Relocating after passes make defenders work. Using off-ball screens forces defensive breakdowns. If you want to be a truly elite PG in NBA 2K, you have to think beyond just dribbling and playmaking. Off-ball movement is what separates great floor generals from basic ball handlers. Stop standing still, pass, move, and force the defense to react. That's how you take your game to the next level. Why ball dominant PGs struggle in big games? A ball dominant PG doesn't just limit themselves, they limit the entire team. They hold the ball too long, giving defenses time to adjust. They freeze out teammates, killing their rhythm. They take contested shots instead of moving the ball for better looks. And then when they finally pass, their teammates are out of rhythm, so they miss shots. And then they get mad when it's their fault not keeping everybody engaged. If you watch the game from yesterday, brother, one game I lost when I was on stream with 2K with Snag Mahomes 2.0 was because the PG literally stopped giving me the ball. I hit like three mid ranges back to back, was still wide open. Had what is that? Heat check, and he didn't even give me the ball, bro. I had to wait all the way into the next quarter to use it. The best PGs don't just dominate the ball. They make the game easier for everyone by being a threat at all times. If you want to win more games, stop standing still when you don't have the ball and start moving with purpose, spacing the floor and making life easier for your team. Yo, MVP gang, if you made it this far, you officially locked in with that high IQ hoop talk. You already know what it is. Elite ball movement, anticipation, playmaking. IQ is what separates real ones from the rest. If you trying to take your NBA 2K25 game to the next level, this is your blueprint. Before you go, smash that like button. It helps keep real basketball minds take over the algorithm. Drop your comments. Let me know. Are you an elite PG or are you still learning the craft? Let's chop it up in the comments. Y'all know I'm going to respond back. And if you rocking with the content, subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss another breakdown. And for the real MVPs, become a channel member. Help the channel grow. I want to do YouTube full time. Big things coming soon. Stay locked in, stay sharp, and remember, play chess, not checkers. Catch you on the next one. It's your boy, Pravi MVP, signing out. Blessings to the Most High. Peace.